In the dawn of creation, when the earth was still young and mankind had just begun to breathe, there were two brothers, Cain and Abel. Born of the same mother, raised under the same sky, yet their hearts were destined to walk different paths. Abel was gentle, tending his flocks with care and peace. His eyes carried calmness, and his heart was pure. Cain, the elder, was strong, proud, and restless. He worked the soil with his bare hands, his sweat mixing with the dust of the earth. One day, both brothers brought offerings before the Creator. Abel chose the best of his lambs, soft and unblemished. Cain offered the fruits of his harvest, gathered under the scorching sun. But the Lord looked with favor upon Abel's gift, and not upon Cain's. From that moment, a dark storm began to brew in Cain's heart. His eyes no longer saw his brother as kin, but as a rival. Nights grew longer for Cain. His mind was haunted by envy, his spirit poisoned by rejection. Abel, unaware of the hatred forming behind his brother's gaze, continued his days in peace, tending his sheep under the open sky. One morning, Cain called to his brother. "Let's go out into the field," he said, his voice calm but hollow. Abel smiled and followed, not knowing it would be his last walk. The field was quiet. The wind had stilled. The earth itself seemed to hold its breath. Then, in a moment of rage and despair, Cain lifted his hand and struck his brother down. The first blood of mankind touched the soil that day. Abel's lifeless body fell upon the ground, and the earth cried in silence. Cain stared at his hands, trembling, his breath heavy. He whispered, "What have I done?" But no voice answered him. Only the cold wind carried his guilt through the fields. He tried to cover his brother's body, but the earth refused to hide his sin. Then came the voice of God, thundering from above. "Cain, where is your brother Abel?" Cain answered, his voice breaking, I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper?" And the Lord said, "What have you done?"
"Who are you?"
"Your brother's blood
What do you
cries
want
to me
from
from
me?"
the ground." From that moment, Cain was cursed from the earth. The soil that once gave him life now turned against him. No seed would grow for him again. No land would welcome him. Marked by God, Cain became a wanderer, a man haunted by his own guilt. Every place he went, the shadow of his sin followed. At night, he would dream of Abel's face, peaceful, forgiving, and wake in tears. Time passed, but the mark never faded. And though generations came and went, mankind never forgot that first act of blood. The story of Cain and Abel, the first murder, the first guilt, and the birth of conscience. From that day, man learned that even among brothers, darkness can grow, and that blood once spilled